El hombre que tengo solo su cuento, me da la comida, con el gusto entro, me da la comida, con el gusto entro.
Cuando llego cansada, cansada, que caliente mi marido siempre me espera con el gusto adentro.
El hombre que tengo,
Es verdad.
eso no es un cuento, me da la comida, con el gusto entro, me da la comida, con el gusto entro.
What's going on, everyone? I'm here in Gaspar Hernandez and I'm at the fruit market. I'm going to get a piña. A piña is a pineapple. It cost me 90 pesos. That's going to be my breakfast for this morning.
Miel.
Mien, what is
Miel de abeja.
what is that, honey? Or what is mien?
Miel.
Alright. This is mien,
Miel de abeja.
miel nueva. Let's see
De
how it
abeja, abeja.
tastes. Mien abeja. Excelente. Yes, sí, very good. Try it out. Oh my gosh, the fruit is dripping. Peanut right off the vine. This is amazing. You come through here, this is how you gotta eat, like the locals. I love it.
Here we are, my name is Jose. Here we are in the top of the mountain, Isabel de Torres. There you can see the Christ Redeemer, that is the same one of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The difference is that this one is bronze and the other one is stone. The other one is about 3 times bigger than this. But the dome, or the building, before was a fortress, 1959. They bring the people who are not according with the government and they put it inside to make like a torture. Take off the nails, cut the ears, but it happened by Trujillo dictatorship. So in 1970, they began to construct the cable car. 1975, they opened the doors. The Jesus is a gift from England that they give it to us in 1975 to the President Balaguer on that time. That's it.
Why would they put Christ Redeemer on a place to where there was torture going on?
Because, for example, was a fortress to look the people who were like invaders they have some canyon, so the people who were not according with the government, they put it inside, but then they decide to change all this history about it. They decided to construct a cable car. So England was a friend of the president, and he says, I will give you a little statue of Jesus like the one of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That's why the history says.
I have truly engaged and embraced diversity here in Dominican Republic to the utmost. Now, I've base jumped off of waterfalls. I've slid down water slides that only nature could create. And I even took a cable car to the top of this mountain. Now, let me tell you about this mountain. It was discovered when Christopher Columbus came to Puerto Plata. He discovered this area, named it after his first queen, which is Isabel de Torres. So now, when you come up here using the Teleférico, you can see the entire panoramic view of everything, and it is a magnificent sight to see. So anytime you're in the Dominican Republic, come to Puerto Plata, take the cable car, and enjoy yourself. And always remember to go live a little. Hello everyone, I am in Nagua, Dominican Republic, and here are 5 travel tips that will make you an educated traveler. Tip number 1, get a passport prior to your trip. You cannot take an international flight without a visa. Tip number 2, brush up on your Espanol. There are certain keywords and phrases you will need to know to communicate with the locals. Hola, that means hi. ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing? Muy bien, very well. Now there was one key phrase that I repeated over and over again, and that was no gracias. See, I look like a tourist, so they assume I have money. So they solicit a lot of things my way. To turn them down politely, I simply said, no gracias. Tip number 3, currency exchange rate. Make sure you exchange all of your American money for pesos prior to flying to the Dominican Republic. Usually you receive a higher exchange rate in the States than you would when you get here. Every 97 cents equivalated to 55 pesos. But when I got here, $1 equivalated to 47 pesos. Always spend pesos. If you spend Americano money and they give you back pesos and you don't understand the currency exchange rate, you may be taken advantage of. Tip number 4, bring bottled water. You never want to get shower water or tap water in your mouth. Possible parasite. So, if you drink bottled water, make sure the bottled water is distilled water. Tip number 5, safety first. And the first thing to do is get you a really good tour guide. One of the locals who really knows their way around the town. Usually your hotel can take care of this for you. my hotel called Miguel. He was a wonderful tour guide. He took me everywhere that I wanted to go. He even taught me words that I didn't know before, and he stepped in when I couldn't communicate effectively with the locals. Also, don't be too flashy. Don't wear gold or silver or fancy watches. You will target yourself. So if you keep these principles in mind, you will have a great trip when you come to the Dominican Republic. Peace and love, everyone. It's time to tune in and tune up to a higher frequency. There was a little girl walking through the woods one day, very similar to these woods. She discovered an egg. She put the egg in any nest that she could. When she did, a chicken came home. Noticed that it had a larger egg in its nest, but it sat on the egg anyway. They all hatched at the same time. And guess what came out? A baby eaglet. Now, can you picture an eagle being raised by chickens? Just clucking around, being a chicken. One day, it looked up in the sky, and it saw an eagle flying by. And immediately it had a direct connection to that eagle. But its siblings looked at it and said, "Don't even think about it. You're a chicken just like us." And that eagle died, never knowing that it could fly. Understand the moral of the story. An eagle's purpose in life is to fly. But many of us live and die and don't know our purpose in life. Can you imagine a life of not flying? But somebody should have told you that you can fly. Well, I'm here today to tell you, you can fly. Don't believe that you can fly. Know that you can fly. Yes, you can soar, but you must believe it first in your heart. Then, just as Mahatma Gandhi said, your purpose in life is to find your purpose in life. Tune in and turn up to a higher frequency.